Hello, I'm Blaze and welcome to the channel. And right now, I'm going to go over week 2 of the NFL season and make my predictions for it. And to start it off, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles to start the second week of their season. I think it's going to be kind of rough for the Minnesota Vikings, and more than likely the Eagles are going to be still flying pretty really well. That would be a good guess. And with these predictions here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to assume, since it's safe to do so at the moment, that every team is going to be as healthy as they can be, and so that everybody's got their best opportunity for, as they say, any given Sunday. But to start off with, I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are going to beat the Minnesota Vikings. And from there, the Green Bay Packers will travel to the Atlanta Falcons. And that game just seems like such a toss-up. Don't know what we're going to get out of Love. And Atlanta is working on it. When in doubt, go with the home team. It could go easily either way, but on this occasion, I'm going to go with the Falcons, the home team. And from there, get the Las Vegas Raiders at the Buffalo Bills. I'm still kind of getting used to Las Vegas with the Raiders, but hey, it's working. Raiders at the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills, unless Buffalo shows us something that they're going to have some kind of a hangover from the playoff loss. We're going to go with the Bills. And from there, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. Boy, there's a titan of a divisional showdown. I could see this being the series of the season being split, or not a knock against the Ravens, but I could see Cincinnati actually sweeping the season series. It wouldn't be any kind of easy, that's for sure. But I'm going to go with the Bengals at home, at least this time. And from there, the Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Lions. Seattle's going to do the best they can. They've gotten better over years on the road, but I'm going to give that to the Lions, up-and-coming Lions that are they're making waves, and I believe they're going to make even more waves this season. I believe that's a playoff team right there. I do believe that they are a playoff team. And so the Lions with a victory there over the Seahawks. And from there, the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. And both teams look like they're struggling to find their own. And normally with something like this, I'd go with the home team. But I gotta figure, I do believe that the Colts have a bit of an advantage. So I'm not even quite sure where that advantage is coming from. I just kind of have a feeling that they have an advantage, so I'm going to go with it. And so I'm taking the Colts over the Texans at Houston. The next on the list is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And you know that is going to be a slobber knocker. One strong up-and-coming team facing off against the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. And I am going to go with the Chiefs, the defending champions. If anybody's got a shot to repeat, knock on wood, I believe they have to. They have a really good chance of going back. Strong chance of going back. So I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Jaguars there. And from there, you got the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers need help. The Bears, they're still up and coming. They still got a ways to go. And I'm sure that's obvious to everybody. But at the same time, they've got their quarterback situation down, and I think they've made enough improvements to at least be better than they were last year. So I'm going to take the Bears over Tampa in Tampa. And from there, the LA Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Yes, Tennessee, they've got the D-Hop now. Just not sure. I don't think it's going to be enough to quite get over what the Chargers are capable of bringing. And that's the thing about with the Chargers. Are they going to become more consistent with winning? But I'm going to give that to the Chargers on that Sunday. And from there, the New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals. And honestly, I think that could go either way. It's difficult to say, but I think that could go either way. But I'm going to go with the Giants. I think they have a running game edge, and their defense somewhat improved, I would think. So I'm going to go with the Giants. And from there, the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. And that is always a tough matchup. I'm going to go with the 49ers. It could go both ways. They're at LA. But the Rams have had their issues with the 49ers during the regular season. Good opportunity for them to work on straightening that out. But I'm going to go with the 49ers, get a win over the Rams. And from there, the New York Jets at the Dallas Cowboys. This looks like it should be a win for the Dallas Cowboys, but I got a sneaking suspicion that something's going to just not work for them, and I'm going to take the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, I cannot remember ever a time he's ever lost to the Dallas Cowboys. And so, and they have the sauce on the defense. They've got a running game. Their offensive line is questionable, but as long as they can get motivated, and that Dallas defense is going to make things hard for them. But I think at the end of it all, I think the Jets are going to sneak out a win over the Cowboys. And from there, here we go. The Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. The Commanders should change their name back to the Redskins. That's my opinion. It's a lot of people's opinion. Other people feel differently. That's their right too. Anyways, beyond that, Washington at Denver, and I'm going to take the Broncos. I believe the Broncos are going to be a bit more revitalized with new head coach Sean Payton. The Commanders are going to have are going to see strides, positive strides with the enemy as their new offensive coordinator. He cannot be underestimated to any reason, to any degree, on any day of the week. The guy should have been a head coach already, in my belief. So I am gonna take the Broncos on this occasion. Broncos win at home over Washington. And then Sunday Night Football, division rivals, Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. Simply, I'm going to take the Dolphins. I don't believe the Patriots are as good as the Dolphins, and the Dolphins seem to, even when the Patriots were a better team than they are right now, the Dolphins they had this knack for being able to sneak up and bite them a little bit, and surprise them. So I'm going to take the Dolphins. The Dolphins are clearly the better team. So Miami over New England on Sunday Night Football. Looks like a Monday Night Football doubleheader. New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. And that's a tough one. Both teams are looking to try to get better. I'm going to go with the Panthers at home over the Saints. And in the second game of that doubleheader, Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Watson should be getting better, returning to closer to the form he was before he missed all this time away from the field. Just not sure. We won't know what we get with him until we actually see it when all the rust gets shaken off. 5 or 6 weeks in, more than likely. In that area, it could be sooner. But with that, I'm going to pick the Steelers over the Browns on Monday night to wrap up week 2. And that's that. So, love to hear comments, suggestions, and it's going to be a fun week too. So, thank you very much for sharing some time with me. Take care and enjoy.